Same sedan, same driver, same clean license. 3 cities print 3 radically different prices. Brooklyn, $3,850. Buenos Aires, $4,500. Mexico City, $500. 3 confessions on paper. The easy story says richer country, higher premium. New York is wealthy. Argentina is not. The numbers should obey that rule. They do not. About a quarter of the New York premium never touches the car. Not repairs, not theft, not weather. It pays for something else entirely. 3 receipts, 3 confessions. Brooklyn signs first. Brooklyn. James. 12 years on the same Honda Civic, clean license, garaged. The renewal notice prints $3,850. The national average is $2,500. He pays roughly 40% more for a New York zip code. About a quarter of that bill never touches the car. $885 of every Brooklyn premium pays the legal machine. Not repairs, not theft. The receipt calls it risk. Industry research calls it litigation load. The law itself is the architect. $308 billion. Annually, American insurance fraud across all lines, larger than the GDP of New Zealand. Built into your premium, line by line. Here is the trick. New York is a no-fault state. Sounds like protection, functions like a tax. Every fender bender triggers 2 payouts. One from your insurer, one from theirs. The lawyers collect from both. Every staged collision feeds from the same trough. That one rule alone adds roughly 1/5 to your bill. The average collision claim now exceeds $5,000, roughly 40% higher than before the pandemic. Bumpers carry sensors, headlights carry computers. The car got smarter. The premium got hungrier, the driver got the bill. So the Brooklyn receipt is not insurance. It is a tax disguised as protection. About a quarter for lawsuits, 1/5 for a no-fault rule. The car itself, the actual physical risk, claims a minority share. Buenos Aires writes a different confession on the same line. $4,500. Argentina, a premium that rivals the price of the car itself. Same sedan, same clean record. The number is not a typo. It is a confession in a different language. Sophia, 20 years driving the same Civic in Buenos Aires. Her annual premium, 6,300,000 pesos. About $4,500 US. The premium is repriced every 30 days. Not annually, monthly. The number cannot survive a year. Argentina's inflation peaked above 200% in late 2023. Now it runs closer to 30. Prices still climb every month. The insurer is not protecting the car. The insurer is hedging against the peso. The premium is not insuring a car. It is hedging against a country. The receipt confesses what the politicians cannot. Imagine your insurance bill rising every month, not annually. 40% of that bill pays for parts priced in US dollars. Bumpers, sensors, airbags. When the peso drops overnight, the bill rises by breakfast. Argentinians do not insure their cars. They insure against tomorrow. Per month, Sophia pays nearly $400. James pays $320. The richer city is cheaper monthly. Sophia works 10 days every month just to insure the car. James works 4, same coverage, more than twice the labor. As the peso crumbles, physical assets become king. A car is no longer transport. It is currency on wheels. Vehicle theft in Buenos Aires province climbed over 20% in a single year. The premium now insures Sophia against 2 enemies: a failing currency, and the crime it breeds. Two cities, two systems, hiding cost. New York buries lawsuits inside the premium. Buenos Aires buries currency collapse. Same product, different ghost. $885 in Brooklyn pays the legal machine. 40% of Sofia's bill vanishes into inflation. Nearly $2,000. $500 annual, one country away. Mexico City charges less per year than Buenos Aires charges per month. The price looks like mercy. It is not. Mexico City. Carlos, the same Honda Civic, the same clean license. The renewal notice prints 8,500 pesos. 500 US dollars, 1/8 of Brooklyn, 1/9 of Buenos Aires. The cheapest city is the most chaotic. Read the policy, then read the deductible. On a $40,000 car, Carlos pays the first $2,000 out of pocket. Before the insurer touches a peso. The premium is cheap because the coverage starts late. The driver insures the first 5%. The cheap premium is a loan. The driver pays it back at the crash site. In cash, in bone, in the silence after the tow truck leaves. And it gets darker. In America, 87% of drivers carry insurance. In Mexico City, the number drops to 30%. When Carlos crashes, there is a 70% chance the other driver simply vanishes. No policy, no adjuster, no check. The cheap premium assumes Carlos will be hit by ghosts. 3 drivers, same Civic. James pays $3,850 to fund a courtroom. Sofia pays $4,500 to outrun a currency. Carlos pays $500 to insure almost nothing. New York taxes the lawsuit. Argentina taxes the peso. Mexico taxes the crash itself. 3 premiums, 3 risk carriers. The insurer is a translator. The citizen is the underwriter. The premium was never about the driver. It was about what each country could not say out loud. A litigation crisis, a currency collapse, an informal economy. 3 confessions, written in numbers. Filing the report. New York confesses dependency on the courts. James funds a courtroom he will never see. Buenos Aires admits a currency in freefall. Sofia pays for tomorrow's collapse today. Mexico City reveals a quieter math. Carlos drives where 2/3 of drivers do not exist on paper. The premium is a confession. We just stopped reading. 1 receipt remains on the desk. Another city, where the government writes the receipt for you. The drivers there pay nothing. Case closed.